Hi, honey angels. How are we doing? If your initial response was not well, if anybody knows, I know. I am leaving. I'm going abroad. And by abroad, I mean I'm going on a trip to Florida. I'm going on a work trip. However, in the midst of that work trip, I have one of my best friend's bachelorette party, Jenny from Fourth Harmony. She's literally going to the chapel. Ah! I'm so excited for her. I leave on Monday. Today is Friday. And you know what that means. It's time for me to get myself together. Time for me to get right. I have a lot to do, gotta be honest. So I thought I would bring us on a journey of me doing my self-care maintenance. There are some pretty big things on the list. One, nails. I am in a stage right now of DIYing my nails. While I would love to just be sat up at a nail salon right now, truth be told, in this economy, just doesn't make sense. Nail update. Okay, let's not look too close, especially at that one. As someone who chronically bites their nails anytime they're nervy, I've really made strides. My nails are like never, ever, ever this long. And if they are, they break off in a second because they're papered. I am proud to report that we have some strength and we have some length. So I will be doing that. Other things include dyeing my gray hairs. Obviously, like, life stressors have to do with the gray hairs on your head, but no one warned me that they would just be flocking in this early. Giving myself a little tan is on my list. Plucking all of the spare hairs on my face. Another thing no one warns you about. Where did these chin hairs come from? Why is my mustache growing back so fast? I'd love to know. So first step will be tackling these because one, it's the most time consuming, and two, I quite literally loathe. Last night I spent like an hour and a half to 2 hours painting my nails, and then in the morning I woke up and I was out and about and I realized I didn't like them. So yeah, I ripped them all off. Months back I bought a gel kit on Amazon and I did my nails the whole 9 yards last night. Even put chrome powder on top. And I was just like, I hate this. I have a nail drill here that I also got on Amazon, and I'm gonna try and just go over the cuticles again, even though I fear I will be bleeding. When people are like doing their cuticles at home, they're using a drill that I don't have. So this is the closest drill bit. Is that a drill bit? I don't know. That I have seen to what the girlies online are using. So I'm just gonna pop her in and hope for the best. So everyone I see, they just, oh my gosh, this is already, I haven't even touched this with the drill and it's already bloody. To the salon. These are the shades that I have it narrowed down to. Not sure what I'm gonna choose yet. Vote your favorite right now, please, even though it'll be too late by the time I see it. Two and a half hours later, closer to 3, we are complete. The amount of times I had to redo this hand, I don't want to talk about it, but we got it done. We did it. What do we think about the color? You know what time it is? Self-tanner time. I went to Palm Beach Tan. One, they raised their prices. Shocker. But two, I used to go to Palm Beach Tan back in California. I don't know if it was just the location I went to. I did notice that the spray tan machine was different. Actually, the best spray tan I've ever gotten was at a place called Rockstar Tan in Costa Mesa. Love and miss you so much, Rockstar Tan. Their machines, there was just something so magical about them because it quite literally got every crevice of your body. It's such a good spray tan. I picked this up at Target. It does look a little orangey on me if I double apply it. Oh, that reminds me. I have just been having outrageous acne. 4 to 5 weeks ago it started, and I've come to the conclusion that I am suffering from hormonal acne, which honestly makes sense. I started taking the pill again. Big mistake. I took it for a month and then I immediately got off of it because I was like, let me just give it some time. It turned me into a raging bitch. I was just so angry all the time. And so literally off of it for a month. And then when this whole like breakout situation started happening, I was like, Maybe it's because of the pill, but I've been off of the pill for like a couple months now. Lo and behold, I did some more internet sleuthing and I found out that hormonal acne post birth control is a thing. And I do think that is what I'm experiencing. I'll get the occasional zit here and there, no problem, that's life, but nothing like this. Right now, my biggest trigger zone is my jaw, so that's fun. It's been such an attack on the confidence. So I'm going for a work trip. My job is work from home. However, for this trip, the company that I work for, it's like gonna be at the office. So it's gonna be an office environment and I'm really excited because I just need to really like tap into that energy. So super excited to be in a new environment and like learn from others and all that jazz. And then during that time when I'm in Tampa for one night only, I will be leaving and going to California for Jenny's bachelorette party, and I am so excited. Wait, I don't think I've shown you guys my new tattoos yet. They're not new, I've had them for like a year, but I got this little heart with the arrow. If I could redo my tattoo journey all over again, best believe I would. I got bulk of my tattoos like right after I turned 18, and I just wish I could go back and tell her no, too little too late. I would go feral to get them lasered off. It's just so expensive. I've heard it's very painful, however, I'd be down to endure that pain. I also got this one here, it's a little bee, and then I got little sparkles. I have two giant tattoos on my upper thighs on each side, like on the outer side. One I really like, it's a little deer with woodcut roses, very 2014. The other one, also very 2013. I have a wolf. Stop. I have 4 flowers around it. So I have rose, rose, peony, peony, because peonies are my favorite flowers, but I also love roses. I feel like I would like the tattoo more, or like it would be bearable had I not colored the flowers over time. The color, it's a no for me. Another one I got when I was 18 too. I speak a dialect of Farsi called Dari. No one in my family knows how to read or write except for my grandpa. My grandpa passed away. And also, like, with Middle Eastern families, like, tattoos are not welcome. So I couldn't go up to him and be like, hey, Gramps, can you write this out for me? I want to get a tattoo of it. That is just not a thing. So I was just like, let's Google it. I got the word trust. First of all, what are you talking about, 18-year-old me? And it's in Arabic, which is a completely different language. Who even knows if that's what it says, to be real? So then I got another tattoo in my youth, and I wanted it to be a palm tree, right? Like California girl, whimsy palm tree. No, it looked like a weed leaf on a skinny little stick. And that was on my ribs for a very long time. And then when I got my deer with the woodcut roses, I really liked the artist's work. So I was like, hey, would you be able to cover this up for me? And truth be told, he did his best. So he transformed it into a rose, but like the palm tree leaves are the stems of the rose, and I want to get rid of it so bad. I just have that little... Okay, we will reconvene in the morning because it's dinner time. Good morning, baddies. Sorry I left on such a quick note last night. We had Domino's for dinner. Domino's is literally maybe 2 minutes from our apartment. Uh-oh, it's looking a little orange. Wait, just to show you. There's no way. It's fine. It'll come off in the shower. We watched a movie called Stop Motion. Oh my gosh. If you're into scary movies, would highly recommend. That is the scariest movie I've seen in a very long time. I had such a visceral reaction. It probably didn't help that I gardened before. I'm sure that added to the chaos of what was going on. It was unlike any scary movie that I've seen, and I hated it, but it was really good. The ending was pretty lackluster. Also, guys, I have the most exciting news. I have movement in my foot again. Knocking on all the wood. I can't believe it. It feels like a miracle. I'm able to lift her up again, and it literally, it just came back out of nowhere. And to be honest, I was really scared that when I woke up, it wasn't going to be like that again, but it's still working. Also, thank you if you've been sending good vibes and prayers my way. I really, really appreciate it. I'm gonna hop in the shower. Hopefully I can do something about that. Let us shower now. I am here to report, lock me up. I have been an awful vlogger. It's been about 3 weeks since that trip. And I'm so sorry it's been that long. I just, life caught up with me. But since the trip I've been discussing this whole time, I finally reunited with all of my best friends, and I miss them so much. Like, in a perfect world, we'd all just be living on the same street. We'd all just be in walking distance of, hey, let's hang out. Being the one that's farthest away from everyone is so hard. Nothing would be better than to just call up an old friend. Be like, hey, you wanna go get some chips and walk? Maybe some marks. So it's hard that like these trips happen once in a blue moon. And that's why I didn't film, to be honest, because I was just so in the moment enjoying my time with my friends. It had been 6 years since all of the 4 of us have been together in the same space. It was really so nice and so fulfilling on my heart to just reconnect with my girly pops. No one besides me knows how much I needed that, and believe me when I say I needed that. So we landed, we went to a bar. They didn't have a hard liquor license, so they had soft liquor. And so the first drinks we had were agave-based shots. I couldn't tell you too much info about it. I just know I took 2 doubles. Unfortunately, I did black out that night because I knew it would only be one night there, and I wanted to make the most of it with my bestie pops. We went to Wolf, which is like, I guess, a Lisa Vanderpump spinoff in Lake Tahoe, which I didn't even know existed. I had the best espresso martini that I've ever had. Also, there was a cookie. It reminded me of a Biscoff cookie, but infinitely times better. I apologize, I didn't film. I didn't take many pictures. I will insert what I have.
One, two, three. All the way, all the way. Yeah.
Caught in a bad romance.
I just can't wait for the actual wedding. Just miss my friends. And I'm so happy I got to see them all. As far as the work portion of my trip went, it was leaps and bounds helpful. I really haven't talked too much about my experience in the sales world. If you have any experience in like full commission sales, you know what it's like. Depending on how you look at it, something else I've learned is like literally, as annoying as it is, it's literally all your mindset. Like, you just have to go in with a positive mindset and just be like, I don't need this. It'll come to me when it's ready. Type of beat, the law of detachment. You just have to believe in yourself, one, which I've struggled with for the longest time. And during this process, because like, I'm not gonna lie, I got beat up mentally. People were just not trying to hear me out, you know? And then that obviously makes you reflect, like, hey, so obviously I'm not doing this correct. Let me learn what I need to be doing, X, Y, Z. And then you just get to a point where you're like, this person at one point said they wanted something. I'm here to provide them with that service. If they don't want it, okay, whatever. I will find someone who does. Something crazy happens. And I know that that's the way that it always goes, but for whatever reason, when you're just mentally blocked, it's really hard to break through. Thankfully, throughout this trip, work-wise, I was reminded who I am. As goofy and silly as that sounds, like, I have been through so many worse, harder things. Again, because my job is virtual and on the phone. People shitting on me or hanging up on me is the worst of it, right? Even if you keep getting hung up on and hung up on. Hi, 1, I've been through worse things, and 2, obviously there's just something wrong with my process. And that's fine You have to be able to recognize that, which I did, and we're working on it. It just took me a second to remember that and realize that, and I was just freaking out because unfortunately money makes the world go round. I don't get it. But in other news, I did get a package. So I reached out to Good Molecules and I was just asking for help in regards to my skin because obviously things aren't getting any better. And they were so gracious and kind enough to send me a package. I just let them know that I was experiencing awful hormonal acne that isn't going away. Oh my gosh. Okay, so they sent me 4 items. First one is niacinamide brightening toner, formulated with niacinamide, arbutin, and licorice root extract to brighten and improve appearance of enlarged pores. I've got those. Cannot wait to use. Overnight exfoliant treatment. Promote brighter, fresher skin with a balanced blend of glycolic, lactic, and salicylic acids. Discoloration correcting serum. Lord knows I need this with all the 30,000 dots on my face. Wow. And lastly, lightweight daily moisturizer formulated with shea butter, avocado seed oil, and hyaluronic acid to hydrate, smooth, and nourish the skin. Thank you so much, Good Molecules. I can't wait to use this. That being said, also with the sound of my voice, I caught an awful cold. I'm on my 2nd week and it's still here. I just cough throughout the night and I can't breathe. So I'm gonna go now. Thank you so much for being here. I love you so much. Sorry that this vlog was quite chaotic.